Hi, in this lesson, I want us to use this question to understand how to find the point of intersection of two lines. Now, but before we get started with this question, I want us to establish some basic understanding. Now, if I have my Cartesian coordinate this way, and you have probably two lines, here's my y-axis, and here also is my x-axis. Now, you have both lines intersecting at a point. Obviously, this point will either will have a y coordinate and also an x coordinate. So this point, let's label this point K. It must have an x and y of its own. Now, if both lines are intersecting at this point, if this line is y1 is equals to probably m1 x1 plus c1, and this line is equals to y2 to be equals to m2 x2 plus c2. The point at which both of them intersect will be K, which is point K and its tag x and y. The unique thing about this point is that it must be equal, is the same thing for both lines. The easiest way to solve and to find this is to solve this simultaneously. Now, that means I'm having two equations, y is equals to m1 x1 plus c1 and y2 is equals to m2 x2 plus c2 is a point where both y and x for both equations are equal. That is the point where x1, y1 is same thing as x2 and y2. Now, let's get started with our question. Our question asks us to find the point of intersection of the line x2, 2x minus 3y plus 1 and 4y plus 3x plus 2. Our first 2x minus 3y plus 1 is equals to 0 and 4y plus 3x plus 2 is equals to 0. My first concern is rearranging these equations. We want to rearrange these equations such that I have minus 3y plus 2x is equals to minus 1. Let's call this my equation 1. That is, I've rearranged this particular equation. The next thing is I want to rearrange this other equation to give me 4y plus 3x is equals to minus 2. Let's call this equation 2. Now, for me to use elimination method, I want to eliminate x first. Let's multiply equation 1 by minus 3 and we'll multiply equation 2 by plus 2. So that my equations now become, equation 1 is going to become minus 3 times minus 3. That's plus 3. That's plus 9. That's plus 9y minus 6x is equals to minus 1 times minus 3. That's plus 3 again. And 2 now times 4. That's 8y plus 6x is equals to minus 4. Now, if I have 8y plus 9y, that's 17y. Minus 6x plus 6x give way to each other. 3 and minus 4, that becomes minus 1. Obviously, I can infer that my y is equals to minus 1 over 17. Now, solving for x, we have that 2x minus 3y plus 1 is equals to 0. So that 2x will substitute for y minus 3 into minus 1 over 17 plus 1 is equals to 0. So that 2x plus 3 over 17 plus 1 is equals to 0. Now 2x over, here is 17, here is a plus, I'll have 3 plus 17 is equals to 0. So that's 2x plus 20 over 17 is equals to 0. Then 2x is equals to minus 20 over 17. Now this implies that my x my x becomes minus 20 over 17 times 1 over 2. 2 here is 1, 2 here is 10. So that x is equals to minus 10 over 17. So that my point of intersection, we can conclude, exists at where x is equals to minus 10 over 17 and y is equals to minus 1 over 17. Thank you. If you have any question, please do not hesitate to use our comment section and also share this with a friend. Thank you. See you in our next class.